Dia díomh a gine úsle is mis sin maire Shanachí Kirky agus time an bóthir scéalta so East Anglia. Hello everybody, it's Maria Gillen and I'm the Cork-based storyteller and I'm here in East Anglia at the East Anglian Storytelling Festival in the market town of Stowmarket. And we're in the food museum and it's absolutely beautiful. Just let me show you a little bit of the gorgeous scenery around here and all of the tents and the bunting that are set up for the storytelling. I'm so excited. And I'll be doing a lot of things. I'll be sharing stories with people. So I'll be a Banatee. I'll be the story session host in a yurt. And the sun is just breaking the stones here. It's a beautiful weekend for the East Anglian Storytelling Festival. But not only that, when I was coming, look at this, look, so that people would know where I'm from. Stan Knott dressed me from head to toe. He said I was a lasher of a Bior, like, so I'm not going to argue with the man, you know. But he also, unfortunately, is a bit of a sorry. So I'm a Nari, and he tried to get me to wear a sari hat, but it would be a sorry day if I wore a sari hat because I'm from Mayfield. It's where my stories are from, and I love the 7 hills that roll down from the north side towards the River Lee. So what stories will I be bringing here from Cork? Well, I have a beautiful storytelling session tomorrow and I'll be telling from the 5 deep wells of traditional Irish storytelling. I'll be telling myths and legends, so because it's the sea, stories from an island country to another island country. I might tell the story of Manannán Mac Lir and how he became god of the sea. A 3,000-year-old story full of wisdom and laughter and beautiful pictures that you have to paint inside your mind's eye in a time before television, before paintings even, you know, 3,000 years ago, the only paintings were inside in our caves and around the fire. So I'll be telling stories from our 3,000-year-old myths and legends. Then I'm going to be telling stories from our diaspora. So I might tell the story of the Choctaw Nation and how they sent famine aid to Ireland when we really needed a little bit of hope. That's a story that's often requested. And one of my favourite times telling that was when I was telling to the Mi'kmaq Nation on First Nations Day in Nova Scotia in Canada. So hello to Contour de Canada and their fantastic festival, which has just finished. It was wonderful to be there and thank you for inviting me in 2025. And then I might tell stories of our stones, so of the people who walked in Cork before we did, you know. So there's plenty of stories about the docks and the dockers and the life that they had and the fishermen and the sea. And then I might tell an old one, a one about the Silkies of Cove in Cork and how they you know, merged with the Shea clan, so the Shazers of Cork, and how when they open up their fingers, if they have a little bit of skin between their fingers and they happen to be amazing swimmers, that they could be related to the Silky. Sure, you can hear all of these from me in Cork's Butter Museum on Midsummer's Eve, because myself and Ger Wolfe will be back in the Butter Museum. Thank you, Danielle, telling these stories, bringing the Cork stories home. And then, of course, there's the co-created stories, so important because stories are a living art. And the more stories that we make today, the more stories people will be able to tell tomorrow. So there's some fantastic stories that have been co-created across the sea. One that comes to mind is the one with Marrakesh, where they wanted to talk about an Irish word. So I gave them the word ishka, meaning water, and they said it sounded very onomatopoeic. Ishka, ishka, It does kind of sound like water when you say it like that. And then they gave me a word from the Arabic language, the jinn, and they made it dark energy. So we had the dark energy of the jinn and we had the beautiful light energy of Ishka, and we made a lovely story together. And it doesn't belong to Marrakesh and it doesn't belong to Cork. It belongs in the Ider, in the in-between. So there's so much lovely stuff going on here at the East Anglian Storytelling Festival, not least that I'll be meeting some wonderful people that are part of my clan Scaelta, my story family called the Mad for Roads. And the Mad for Roads came to Cork in 2025. We had a great time, about 10 storytellers, and a load of them are here today. So we have people like Maria Credali and Shane Ibbs and the lovely Sarah Lloyd Winder, who invited me to tell here. So to all of you, and to Baden Prince, who will also be coming here. And hopefully at some stage you will see them on the streets of Cork telling stories once more. So there you go, my first live from the road. It's been lovely, and thank you to Stan Knott Creations. So Stan Knott now is based in the Coal Quay of Cork City, and he gave me my lovely t-shirt so that I could represent my county when I'm over here.